we have been doing the work of Cherish for maybe what? We have always been people of service. So we have been of service since we were young children. It was a foundation in which we grew up with our foster parents. The women who raised us were servers. They served in their community by being foster parents. They served in their churches. They were active members of their society and of society and of their community. So we've always seen service and we've always served in some way, shape, or form. But our nonprofit has truly been in existence this year, but 2023. But we have done the laptop portion where we give foster children laptops since 2020. But we have always been people who have been of service. So what we have done was taken the work that we have done and made it legal.
Yes. So we've always volunteered. And so in the last, 4 years, we've gifted what?
So we give laptops to foster children who graduate high school and or get their high set, because we realized when we first put that the stipulation of graduating with your high school diploma, well, we did it because it was the pandemic. Children weren't graduating in high school, right? They wasn't having their ceremony. And so everyone on social media did adopt a child. Well, a foster child can't go on a social media site because of legal reasons and confidentiality reasons, right? So most people don't realize it. So what we did was we said, okay, we saw what people was doing in the public for people. So we called our local DCFS, we called the region, and we said, hey, how many children do y'all have in the region that are graduating high school in 2020? At the time, it was the region is 7 parishes out of 7 surrounding parishes, and it was 5 children who were graduating. And so in the middle of a pandemic that had just started, right, we were able, between ourselves and sponsors, to be able to sponsor 5 laptops. We purchased them from a local store because we wanted to help a local business that was struggling during a pandemic. So it all worked out. And so we blessed the foster children, received funding, and supported the local economy, all in the same time. And that was 5. And then the next year we will do 15 because we added our region, but then we added Orleans region. And then the next year, last year we added New Orleans region, we added Lafayette region, and the Baton Rouge region. So that was Lake Charles region. You're right, and Lafayette region. Lake Charles, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, and our region. Our region. So 5 regions, 36 parishes. Wow. So 36. So the goal is to be able to give every foster child within the state a laptop.
What are the qualifications?
So when we first started, we was like, let's do high school graduate. Well, we realized that we was we grew up in foster care, but we forgot the stigmatizations of foster care, right? Because we say if you graduate high school, and we realized that the challenge is most foster children, less than 40% graduate actually from high school. Most of them have to get a high set, what we now know as GED. What's known as GED is high set degree.
Right.
And so even though we grew up in the system and we knew the stats, even our first year, we limit our own demographics. And sometimes you have to be mindful of that and cognizant of that. And so what we did was we said, okay, well, we realized that we didn't make a mistake because we did well and we did great in the first year, but we decided that we will remove that stigma of a high school diploma. And we open it up, the barrier. So what we will do is open it up to if you got your high set degree as well. So even if you was 21 or 22 and you was just getting that high set, because you broke that, because you were able to overcome a challenge, we gifted you a laptop. So we open it up to high school graduates and to people who have gotten first time high set recipients.
Do y'all have like agencies or like businesses that donate to you all so that y'all can purchase these laptops and things like that?
Yes.
So we have several community partners, several businesses, several persons who have ran for office, who continue to support us and who have supported us year after year. We are looking in April 6, 2024 to host Twin Fest Louisiana. And it is a festival to celebrate twins, multiples, and the people who love them. That's what we're actually coming from. Hopefully we garner enough funds from our festival. We have enough revenue in the surplus that we can use that to offset the cost of the laptops moving forward and to help support and fund our nonprofit. In addition to also we're gonna probably like seek grants and things like that.
Yes.
Yes.
But yes, we have had a tremendous support from the community
Yes.
in the Bayou region of Terrebonne, Lafourche, and other areas. They have been truly tremendous in helping us fund a campaign that is near and dear to us, and it always warms your heart that when even though people didn't live your life and they didn't go in foster care, they care about what is important to you. And so it's always beautiful when we see people give to that. And so what I love though is sometimes we put a monetary value on what people give to us, the importance of it. But to me, if you gave $1 or you gave a dime and that was all you, and that was maybe an all you had, we truly appreciate everything we get because you gave it willingly from the heart, and that always warms us and makes
Yeah.
and it keeps us
I
doing the work
see
we do.
y'all always out there doing something.
Always.
Yes.
Always.
Too often.
Dressed, and y'all are dressed to the T.
Yes, and that's why this interview did catch me a little bit of surprise. As y'all know, I would have came with them. Oh
I
no,
know,
oh no.
For your viewers, man, let me tell y'all something. Catch me tomorrow. I need my lashes and I need my brows.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, though. I'm either dressed up or dressed down. My heart shines through. And so-
There's no in between. I'm either here or here.
I am like I'm not a middle. I'm extreme. I'm high, low.
Yeah.
I'm learning to work on balance in life.
Well, y'all look beautiful to me.
Well,
Thank
Miss
you.
Donna, you was rocking this red dress today.
And she
Okay.
got on the green. Y'all Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas.
Okay.
Perfect with the green.
Yeah.
No.
No, she told me to be Christmassy, so I was like, this is what I got. This is what
Well,
I got.
yeah.
'Cause I'm
Well-
a soccer mom, so I'm like,
Yes,
well,
okay.
what I got.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a soccer mom. That baby needs you.
Look, I will say this.
And his friends do too. Or her friends need you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
So I will say, we had decided this was gonna be a purple Christmas for us
Yes.
Okay.
because the color purple is coming out on Christmas
Yes.
Day, and that is one of our favorite movies of
Favorite.
all time. And so,
Is it a remake or they like?
it's gonna be a musical.
Okay.
It's gonna be a musical version
'Cause I've
of the
seen
color
that.
purple.
Okay.
So it's more based on the Broadway play than the actual film.
Okay.
Now it does have some. Well, actually, it's probably like a mesh between a movie and the Broadway
Yeah.
play.
But a modern version.
A modern version. A modern twist on it, and I am so excited to see what they are going to do with it.
Because
Actually,
one, purple is our favorite color.
Yes.
My purple is actually my favorite color too. So
Oh, come on. Creative,
Very
royal.
sensitive.
And
I love
royal.
it.
that's funny. Yes, I love purple.
I love purple.
And Color Purple is one of our favorite movies. We used to reenact it all the time.
So randomly.
Until you do right by me. Everything you do is humble.
Yes. Yes. And so we
I
actually-
might be ugly.
But God knows I'm free. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, we do this all day.
I might be black. I might be ugly. You told Harpo to beat me. Y'all don't understand.
And so we are so excited. We get to see a advanced screening of
private
it tomorrow.
screening, yes.
Private screening tomorrow. So we
Where?
are so
Where?
actually in Houma. It's gonna be in
Oh,
Houma.
in Houma?
Yes, we're going to be at the AMC Theater. The Bayou Region Deltas get to have a private screening of it.
Oh.
And so they invited some people, and luckily we were some people they
Oh my
invited to go
gosh,
with
y'all
us.
are going to be
I would be
so
loud.
excited, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm be dressed down in purple. I'm trying to figure out what purple I'm gonna wear.
Where?
Yeah.
Yes, because I Fantasia and Taraji
I can't
And
wait
then
to
Yale.
see how y'all
Yeah.
are dressed.
deserve me. And Oprah, Oprah.
Yeah.
Yes, Oprah.
Yes. That's your AC Sherry?
Yeah.
In your head, huh?
In my head.
In your hand. That's fun.
But I think did she say she didn't like being called NC?
She didn't.
Okay, but I'm gonna still call her NC though.
What inspires you?
That is an interesting question, and I really like it. I really like it.
So Sherry, what have inspired me is the I think what inspires me, I wouldn't say it inspires me, but I will say what motivates me.
Okay.
What motivates me is ensuring that my life doesn't match my biological mother. So if in life I do not become an addict, I am able to be an active and cognitive aware of the people in my life and be a part of their life and to
Be me being present.
be present, yes, and to actually be there for them, then I that has always been my motivating factor in my life. And I think what I realized later in life is that every decision I made, I've always made it in spite of who she was. I always said, I'm not gonna do drugs because my mama did drugs. I'm gonna finish college. She needs, to finish college. And sometimes when I come to life, and I think it was about 30 something years old.
Well, actually, she is your biggest inspiration.
She's my biggest inspiration. That's what I realized later in life. The very person I never wanted to give credit to for my life was one of the very reasons why I made most of the major decisions in my life. And oftentimes we don't give credit to the people who hurt us the most or the people who have left us. And sometimes they are the motivating factor and the inspiring factors of the change in our life, whether positive or negative. Especially when it's positive, when you have been hurt and abandoned and left and rejected, especially at an early age, we often say the hurt and the bitterness, and we take that and we let that fuel us, and we don't give them credit for it. But that hurt and that pain is the reason why you are the person that you are today.
That's interesting.
It's, yeah.
That
And
is,
I don't think that anybody has ever
put it that way.
put it that way.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to what I said. I didn't realize it until I was in my 30s.
Right. Well,
Right? And sometimes we don't realize it until we're older. Time, like my sister and I always say, time gives you perspective.
Are you in contact with her at all?
No.
And we are, all of us getting a check because she's deceased.
Oh.
No, she died of a drug overdose when we were, 14,
15.
15?
Okay.
Yes, so she OD'd.
Yeah.
so what
I
about your
guess.
dad? Like, is he
He passed away June 30th,
okay?
Wow.
which was interesting.
Because we went to his funeral,
We did,
and we were his only children to show up for his funeral.
and he had 10. 8 of us are still surviving.
And three sets of twins.
Yeah,
Three sets of-
one set is deceased. One set has passed away. They
Oh.
So
did
it's his side of the family
Oh,
that has
both. So our biological mother, her and her siblings all had twins. They come from a family of twins. Our biological father had 3 sets of twins, and twins is prevalent in his family.
Okay.
And then the family, our mom that we came to live with in Houma, Louise, was a twin.
Oh, wow.
and she was
One
one
of
of the
3 sets of twins. And we are one of 3 sets of twins.
Wow.
So that's why we didn't have children early in life.
And
legit reason
Yes,
why. We were always afraid we were going to end up with twins. I was like, who wants to be 20-something years old with twins?
We're twins.
And now I'm knocking
and
on
you're
40.
done though. Like you
No,
got one
no,
pregnancy,
no,
you're done, right?
no,
because I would want
No, we've been the twins. The people always say your children are like who you are. And
I know.
and so sometimes you don't want you.
It's you times 10 though.
And I don't need, and that'd be 2 times 20. And so I don't need me.
I said, now I'm approaching for it. I'm going to just adopt. But
I've always adopt.
But I've always wanted to adopt twins.
Yeah.
Not necessarily birth them, but I always wanted to have them in my life, in some way, shape, or form. But what she said is very true.
Because we raised our little brother.
We do. Our inspiration draws back from our experience of feeling rejected and abandoned and unloved. And all those feelings that come from like not living with people that you are biologically connected to and not knowing and understanding your worth. We are inspired by that. We are inspired by now knowing who we are. And so what we would like to do is to inspire our generational children who don't know who they are yet to know that this too shall pass. And it doesn't feel like it. In my office, I used to have a sign that says, this too shall pass. It may pass like a kidney stone,
Right.
but it shall pass. And I put it up there. People are like that is so interesting. 'Cause it's gonna sometimes it's gonna hurt when you're going through it, and but it's going to pass. And I think so many times we do not give ourselves the grace to go through life, and it not be perfect, and
I
it
love
not
that
be
you said
good.
that, the grace, right? Like, I feel like everybody needs grace.
Yeah, we need to
Everybody
give our
needs grace,
and,
right?
you know, and our inspiration is ultimately our parents, Mama Anna, Daddy Albert, and our mom Louise. They did such a phenomenal job with loving us in spite of us.
So y'all were in multiple foster homes, or
Yes.
was it just okay?
So I'll give y'all a brief synopsis if y'all okay with it.
So we entered care at 6. We went to Harbor House, which is a group home. We stayed a couple of days. I don't know if we stayed a couple of days. It was very short stay. And then we went to our first foster family, the McMahons, Albert and Anna McMahon. They had 8 children, 4 boys, 4 girls. They were empty nesters. Their oldest was in his senior high
Biological
school.
children? Okay.
The
okay.
youngest.
Their youngest was a high senior in high school. So they were empty nesters. We were their first and last foster children. They didn't get any more after us. Before or after. But they were, I like our grandparents' age, you know, in regards to the
Okay.
fact that
They have like
they-
an older.
they was
Yeah.
in their 50s and late 40s, early 50s, and so we stayed there for 3.5 years on a farm. So we did farm life for 3.5 years, which
Yes.
we loved, and didn't realize we loved it so much. God bless
God
you.
bless you.
Until we became adults,
Yes.
and then we left there after our 10th birthday. We went back to Harbor House for a while, and then we came to Homer to the McDonald home. I stayed until December, and I went to our mom, and she stayed till May, and then she came with me to June, and she came with me in June. And so
We'll be separated from 10
I was
to
gonna say,
11.
so y'all were
we
separated.
were separated
From 10 to 11.
10 to 11.
Okay.
And the goal was to keep us separated. So our mama had to fight for us to get
Y'all
both of
ever
us.
see each other while y'all
We
were
did, but it was like against the rules for us to talk to each other. So we only talk to each other at school without getting in trouble for it.
Okay.
So like if we would see each other at the McDonald home, like on the campus or in the cafeteria, time, get the cafeteria time, and we spoke to each other, we'll get demerits and we'll get points deducted for speaking to each other. So we didn't have any interaction or limited interaction with us while we was there. We had
On the app that snuck and let us see each other.
on the week. I was about to say on the weekend when administration was gone, they had staff who just they just felt your heart tug at the fact twins are not allowed to be together. They'll let Cherry come visit for a little bit, or I'll come visit for a little bit. Most of Cherry will come visit because she was the only girl in the boy dorm. And Cherry come visit, and they didn't do it too often because they didn't want to get in trouble because it was their jobs, they were risking. And then Cherry, so from 11, and then we'll go to Louise, Wallace, our mom. She was our foster mom, but that's our mom. And then we would age out the system at 18.
We were supposed to be adopted. And then that fell through. And then she was going to adopt us, and then I ruined that. I did. You have to read about it in our book.
We're writing a book about it.
Oh, are you?
Yes. So we speak about we were supposed to be adopted. It fell through. We didn't respond well to it falling through. We were very hurt because we had got our hopes up of being adopted. And so then our mom, she asked to adopt us, and I wasn't a fan of that idea.
Your biological?
No, our mom.
Oh,
Well, our biological mom is dead. We don't call her mom. We always gonna call her Ladale. We gonna call her Ladale.
Okay.
So when we say mom, we are referring to our foster mom, Louise.
Our
And how
second
long
one.
were you there?
Louise,
20-something years.
so we went with Louise when we were 10 and a half,
10 and a half,
11, and until the day she closed her eyes in 2019.
Wow.
So she became my mom. So she raised us, she fed us, and when you feed people long enough, they're yours. She paid enough bills.
Yes, we had our triumphs and our trials and our tribulations and our struggles
Absolutely.
like any relationship, but she
yeah.
still is who she is. Yeah.
So that
Her
time
heart
was good. Yes.
And
So Sherry was I was her favorite growing up. But when we became adults, we switched places
and I'm
because I
definitely
became too mouthy. But Sherry was always mouthy.
Yes.
So she just lived. She continued her being able to be a smart aleck, and my smart aleck mouth became an issue.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, like I told her, if you just stay true to who you are, they either eventually gonna like you or they gonna love you, or they gonna dislike you. But you're who you are. She likes to pretend to be all kind and sweet.
I am kind and
So
sweet.
she's really not kind and sweet.
Well, one of the biggest misconceptions is that I'm the nice twin
Yes.
and she's the mean twin.
People always say that you have to have a nice twin and a mean twin.
Maybe we really don't, but I mean, when it comes down to it, if it's someone who's nicer than the other one,
It's me.
definitely her.
I am the sweetheart. You'll never know that off top though.
You have to
I gotta warm up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like a grizzly bear. Yeah.
Whereas me, I'm open, but I'm guarded and like, oh, no.
She's like a peacock. You think she all nice and lovely, and then she could spit over you.
Peacocks don't spit on people, do they?
No, that's llamas.
That's a llama.
Wrong animals. Take that out. I ain't gonna say I don't know my animals.
All right, Jessica Simpson.
Wow, chicken of the sea. What did I do? I was like, girl, you didn't know that? One chicken? Now y'all talking about me?
You didn't know that was a llama. That was a llama.
Do you have a favorite story? Do you get to personally deliver the computers?
Yes.
Okay.
We deliver them.
Do you have a favorite story about that?
Ooh, all of them are our favorites. I think our favorite part of it is Nichols always partners with us. We are alumni of Nichols, and Dr. J. Plume
Yes.
and his wife, Miss Allison. They are so supportive of our endeavor.
Yes.
That them with Jared Davis, they always every year they open up Nichols to us, except for this year because it was our issue. But they open up our local university, and we were able to have like a little ceremony for them, bring them together,
A little lunch.
meal, and it is. I guess it's one of my favorite parts is having the school where you pay a lot of fees to. But they support them, to be supported by your alumni.
Yeah, I got my favorite story. We gave our first laptop out in 2020. In December of 2022,
Yes.
we had our first graduate. So we gave 5 laptops out, and from there, throughout that class, we had our first graduate from our own alumni. So from Nichols, she graduated from culinary with a culinary degree. So that, if I say anything, we went to our we gave her we were present to give her the laptop. We was there throughout her, her time in college. She'll ask us questions and we'll help her out. And then we was at her graduation, and it was beautiful to be at her graduation because they kept saying, I was like, oh, so what we doing for like her what they doing for her graduation? And my sister, we talking with our love. We grew up in foster care, but we still are privileged when it comes to foster care. We don't truly understand the impact of it because we had a family and not a group home situation where we exited from. And so we was like, oh, so what y'all doing? And it was like, oh, just a social worker was gonna be there. And I never quite caught on what they was talking about. But when she graduated, the only people who was present for her graduation was my sister and myself and her social worker. Like, she walked across the stage literally without her family. She didn't have support.
Well, we were her support.
We were her support. We became her support, but it was jarring to me to realize you have this tremendous accomplishment, right? Because not only did you graduate, but you became one of the 3%. Only 3% of foster children get a secondary degree. That's from a CDL license to on. Only 3% of us do that. And so to see her make that accomplishment kind of on her own, we were blessed. At our graduation, our first foster parents was there. Our second foster parents was there at our high school graduation. When we graduated from college, they were present both times. You know, we never graduated without family. Our best friends and their families was around. So we don't know what it's like not to graduate with your people.
Right.
But she did. And then we was like, oh, what y'all doing after graduation? And she was like, oh, I'm going home. And there was no graduation dinner. Or nobody made her no lunch or no pork. Oh, no, but oh, no. So then me and my sister became I ran the party.
Do y'all only do it during graduation, or do y'all ever do like a Christmas
Yes.
giveaway?
We done Christmas
We did
last
Christmas
year.
last year. So last year we did it in August. So we do it around our birthday because our birthday is June 2nd. So instead of us getting a gift, we give a gift.
Oh, that's awesome. 3 wishes. What do I got?
3 wishes. Economic stability for Cherish. Fully funded Twin Fest, Louisiana.
Okay.
Bestseller for our book. Similar, not the same.
Okay.
All right.
Since she did that, that's beautiful. That covers us. I would like Majoro a 6-month supply.
Yes.
If y'all saw how I struggled to get on this high chair, just a 6-month supply, Jesus.
2. One for me too.
Two 6-month supply of Majoro. Thank you, Father.
You know we really want that.
Yeah, I know. I just looking to make this show. Okay. Oh, y'all think we joking? I'm serious. Majoro similar.
We call this.
We take Rico. Come on, sis. Side taxi. What's my second one gonna be? Peace of mind. We can't think of do that. And
A husband.
oh, I'm saving that for another year. I'm gonna save that for another year.
She's not ready for that yet.
I mean, I want the husband, but I'm not using my wish for him. Y'all want me to do my wish for your husband? I'm not doing that.
Continue peace of mind.
Yeah. And my third one would be
$1 million.
$1 million. Oh, come on. With 2 of us, 2 million.
Well, cheers and hope y'all get them.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm getting all of my
Thank you.
Yeah.
To new friends.
I am mine all grown up.
Cheers
Cheers
to
to
new
new
friends.
friends.
Everybody's favorite twins out.
Friends and mimosas, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like, comment and share just to show that you care.